All right, Cynthia, if you would, tell us what is the value of educating our employees first about financial education?
Well, I think it's important to remember that our employees are just a cross-section of the population in general, so they're going to have the same struggles that everyone has on the street. Just because they work for a credit union doesn't mean that we can assume they come in financially fit. 70% of the population struggles living paycheck to paycheck. 20% have major struggles that affect workplace performance. So I think it's a smart credit union who focuses on educating their staff first.
Finish up with giving you the opportunity to speak a little bit about Tinker Federal Credit Union's job that they've done in implementing a financial education program. What have you seen in the positives with teaching it to employees first, and then how is that kind of correlated or carried forward to serving our external membership?
Teaching the membership first, it actually started with you, James. Last December we had this idea that what we're doing with our members, we really need to put some focus on our employees. A lot of our employees are young, they come in as tellers, maybe they've never owned a home or owned a car or whatever, so they haven't gone through the process of life so much. So doing some education helps them fill the gaps in where life hasn't happened yet, on teaching them how to do these things and get ready to prepare for their own how to buy a home, how to do these things. And so you and I worked together. We did 4 classes at your branch of the basics. They went through all of the balanced track modules, which are online education. At the time there was 13 modules. They all finished with B's or A's, and we rewarded them, cheered them on, and I think you could probably even speak more than I can about what that's done in your branch as far as how they interact with members, how they're reaching their goals, and how they're truly helping the member at the core need, not just only pushing product, but really seeing what the need is, meeting the need, make a smarter member for the future too. What you did in your branch has just caught on like wildfire. Now all 22 of our branches have been involved in financial education and have gone through the balanced track modules. So I have a lot to thank with you and your branch, because you guys were the guinea pigs and it really worked out well.
Excellent. So what has that done in terms of employee engagement for the financial education courses that you teach now?
What's great is we have a financial empowerment team at TFCU, and what we did is we asked folks who are interested in being teachers of financial education. So they might be folks at the branch who went through education, they might be other folks who just want to do something different other than the daily job they do. We trained them up and they're part of this financial empowerment team. They help us deliver education at schools, in the community, and at our SEG groups, so that we not only have just JR and I who teach financial education, but actually 30 of our team members help us out in the field. They range from part-time tellers all the way up to branch managers. Some are comfortable just teaching kids, some are ready to teach whoever you ask them to teach. So it really is great because we have limited resources for financial education, but we can pull on the talent of our team at large and get them involved, and they can put into practice what they learned as an employee as well. So
how many people have we educated since your arrival here over the last, say, couple of years in our focus on financial education?
Our first year, my first full year here was 2008, and we educated about 6,000 people. In 2009, we educated 10,000 people, and God willing and the creek don't rise, as they say here in Oklahoma, we'll hit 12,000 this year.
Excellent. Very good. Well, thank you for your time and the opportunity to talk about financial education and the value that it plays when we put it to our employees first. I think it carries great ramifications forward for the credit union. You talked about it directly. We're talking about improvement in our sales and service culture, a membership group that feels like the credit union has their best interest in mind at all times. So thank you very much for your time.